Welcome to the NELS portal. In this tutorial, I'm going to tell you how to connect WinSCP and Putty to the NELS portal. These two software packages are available for the Windows user and you can download these packages by going on this site, winscp.net, and for the Putty, you can just go to the site putty.org and download the packages, these two softwares, and install it. And once you have done it, then log into the NELS portal and click the home and then the connection details, this button. And why we are doing this connection details, because we need to download the key. So once you click it, then the pop-up will open and that will say your host name and your username and your SSH private key. So click here and download this key. So if I click it and save it somewhere, I prefer a way that creating a folder name SSH key, as you can see here, and I try to save it this way. So all my SSH keys, or I remember at least the folder name that my key is here. So save it here. I will just click the save and my key is saved. So I can go to that folder. This one is here and my key is here. This is what just now I have downloaded, and this key is txt file. Now important thing here is that do not try to open or change the file permission, or do not try to view it. This is a key file. If you do something, this will not work as a key file. Now open the WinSCP like this. It will show you and it will ask you the first host name. So go to the NELS portal. On the connection details, we have the host name here. I prefer selecting and copying this one, and then open the WinSCP and type your host name. Now important thing here to remember is that you should always click the new site and then type your host name and then type your username here. So I prefer copying this one from here, so just select copy and paste it on the WinSCP here. Now we have done with this thing. Now click to the advanced, and here we will not type the password. Instead of the password, we will use this key file that we have just downloaded from the NELS portal. So click advanced and then click here the advanced, and once you click it, you will see a window, small pop-up like this. And here you have to go to the authentication under the SSH and then add the private key. So here we are going to open that private key that we have just downloaded .txt file. So click here and go to the folder name where we have downloaded the key. So I was here in this SSH key folder, but I cannot see anything. The reason that I cannot see is here. So this will only show the .ppk file and my file is .txt. So click here and select this last option, all files, and then I can see my file here, the text file. So select this file and click open. Once you click it, then it will ask you, do you want to convert this key to the putty format? Say yes, because we're gonna use this key for the WinSCP and putty. So what the WinSCP is doing right now is taking the input, this txt file here, and it is converting into the WinSCP's and the putty's format. So this is the critical step. So you have to perform this and click OK. So once you click it, then it will convert the same file and it will ask you to save. So I go to the same folder where my SSH key is, and now it is converted this key file, and then it is asking me to save. So what I will do is just I will save it the ppk file under the same SSH key. So, and this is a ppk file is getting converted by the WinSCP. So WinSCP use this file as an input and Putty can use this file as an input. Click save, and now it is asking private key was converted and saved to this place, and the key name is your username at hostname.ppk. Click OK, and we are done here now, and this ppk file is ready to use. Now go to the environment again, sorry, so click OK. Yes, now we don't want to do repeat the same thing again and again, so we can save this as a username or login name. So click here, this small arrow, and click save, and then click site name. Oh, sorry, you don't have to click anything, just choose the default. But if you don't want this one, you can select, type whatever you want and save it. I prefer this default one, so click OK, and you can see my login name or the login credentials are saved. So when you will be login or clicking the putty first time, by default it will be like this. You will have to select here and then click here login. So let's click here login. Now it is, that's all. You're there on the Elixir node, and you have two projects, two directories or the folders where you can go, personal and project. So if you go to the personal, you can see your file, my files. I have file 1 fastq and genome.fa. So let me check if the same things are here just to confirm. So if I go to my data, my personal, I have file 1 genome.fa and other folder. So this is the way that we can connect WinSCP to the NELS portal. Now we will connect the putty to the NELS portal. So open the putty and then type the host name, which is here under connection details, and copy this one and add to the putty host name here, paste, and then click the under the connection details, there is an option data. Click here, and here we have to provide the username. So our username is directly here on the connection details on the NELS portal. So copy this one and paste it there, here. Now we have added the host name, we have added the username. Now is the time to add the key. So click here this SSH and click this plus sign and click here auth. This is authentication. So click here auth, and here we can use the key file. So click the browse and go to the same folder where we have saved the ppk file and select the ppk file and click open. And once we have done it, we are done with until this part. Now next thing is we want to save this one so that next time I log in I don't have to do the same thing. So I can save here by going here, click session and type the name you want. I will write my underscore Nels login, and then click here save. So the next time I will log in, then I will just select here my Nels login and click open because this key is already saved. Now we are ready to log in using Putty to the NELS portal. So click here and just click open. So once I click it, there you go. So we have logged in here and we are ready to start the command command line. So let me see, cd, or you can just type first the present working directory and then ls, and then we have two folders, and this is some temporary files that create, so that is just nothing. So we have basically two folders, personal and projects, on the NALS portal, and I can go to the personal, cd personal, and then type ls, and I can see. So what I did is that present working directory pwd and then ls and then cd to personal. I went inside this folder and ls, and I checked what are the contents available under the personal. So I have the file one FASTQ and the genome fa2 file and other folders. So I can just go back to the NALS portal and confirm it. So I will just go in my personal data and I have file 1 in genome.fa. Now I will just go here and I will just type exit to get out of the NALS portal, and exit and enter. So once you enter, the putty is closed. So this is how we can use the putty and the NALS portal to connect to the NALS portal. Thank you.